Alright, we're gonna try this again. Apparently, my technical difficulties seem to have been fixed, kind of. It looks like. It looks like that's spinning like it should. Alright, we're gonna give it another try. I had to reboot everything and unplug my Elgato. So let's see. Oh yeah.
Lake is a special place.
Yeah.
Inspiring.
That's looking normal. Alright. I wish I could punch her. Seems to be working okay now.
You got lucky this time, young man. You can hurt yourself in the dark. This really ought to be fixed. And then I must remind Sarah to change the lights at the station. It's been too long already.
It's not even that dark!
Even that sounds better than your singing.
Are you alright?
Okay.
Damn hernia. It swells up like a balloon if I lift anything heavier than a spoon. Yeah. Splendid. It's been a long time, Tom. Good to see you.
Hey, you wouldn't happen to have a bottle of it, would you, Tom?
I wish.
My name's not Tom. The Friars are going, but there's nothing in there.
The Andersons. They're local musicians. We're waiting for Dr. Hartman to come pick them up. They wandered off from his clinic at the Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Okay.
I'll be...
Bye, Mr. Wake.
You'll be what?
I had the keys.
Yeah, sure.
Mission accomplished. The key and the directions.
My hero. I got some flashlights, just in case.
Alright, cool. Seems to be working fine.
Hey, wait! Mrs. Wake! Your keys!
That diner was a real nut house.
Her face is, unnerving.
Can you believe this place? This would make a wonderful setting for a book.
We're supposed to be on vacation, Alice. I'll figure it out when we get back home. Okay?
Okay. We can talk about this later.
Batman here on KBF
I didn't want to talk about it. I wanted to bury my head in sand.
Here's another one of my favorites to go with it.
Once upon a time, I was a successful writer, but that was a long time ago. I hadn't been able to write a word in 2 years. Not since my last book.
At least you made it.
And now the weather. It's gonna be a clear night, so you folks in the big city might want to look up every once in a while and see those stars winking down at you. It gets pretty dark out here, but they'll light your way.
Wow. It's gorgeous, Alan.
Sweet.
It's something, all right. Don't worry, honey. I'll get you inside safe and sound before it gets dark.
Or,
Flashlight.
I know. I'm okay.
Alice had a phobia. The fear of darkness. I wanted to make sure we were inside with the lights on before sunset.
or I could run up the hill. Is there anything here? Let's see. Oh, it's gonna suck having to go all the way back down. Here's the car. The thermos.
The cabin obviously got its name from the shape of the island. It looked like a giant bird leg. Alice had mentioned that the lake was a caldera. There was a dormant volcano under it.
Alright, let's go all the way back down. As I can't run right now in the real world, yay. Blah, 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 blah. But I can jump. Alright, let's get inside. It's a birdie! Ah, yes. Those PS3, 360 era graphics. I'm not a graphics snob, but I do like, you know, decent looking textures and stuff. Actually, I'm kind of a graphics snob. Just because I like my stuff to look good. Can I jump? You always have to see if you can jump. Nope. She's like, fuck you. Alright, let's see. Investigate. Okay, you can't jump off.
An old generator had been connected to the power cable.
I have restored power. Yay. Okay. No.
Alice had told me about Cauldron Lake Lodge. The old building used to be a hotel, but these days it was no longer open to the public.
Okay, I'll look around a bit.
Sure thing. Have fun.
I won't. No!
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, and forget about my work. I thought we could be happy here.
That's what you get for thinking. Bird. Here's a radio. Bird. Let's see. Okay.
Alice? Honey?
Examine one.
A shoebox filled with books by Thomas Zane sat on the shelf. I'd never heard of him before.
The labyrinth of May and her dreams to reveal, kept from sleep in the temple of shadow mist. Interesting. I'll investigate the house some more. Hey, friendo! Soy sauce. How's it going?
I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
No, we're not going upstairs then.
The Deer Fest guests have already started to arrive.
go to the phones, caller? You're on KBF-FM.
Hi, Pat. It's Rose.
Well, hello, Rose. What's on your mind?
I know who that famous artist was. It was Alan Wake, wasn't it?
Ugh.
Writer.
Well, Rose,
I just saw him at the diner. Oh, I am so excited he's here.
I'm sure he's glad to be here, too. Well, folks, I guess the secret's out. This is Pat Maine on KBF-FM. Now, some music.
Great. So much for keeping a low profile.
Nice.
The water was black. I couldn't help but imagine all sorts of horrors lurking in the depths below.
Probably just a few bodies. Maybe Jason. Hey, I wonder what's over there. Whee! Well, that sounded spooky.
Alan, come here, Slowpoke. I'm waiting.
Up, there's pants.
Well, hello there.
I'm not the surprise. It's in the study. Go take a look.
Okay.
July. A typewriter.
Surprise!
Alice? What is this?
He said he didn't want to write.
I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could write here that a change of scenery would get you
Damn,
past.
Alice, everyone
Hey, hey, hey! Just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes in helping artists.
So now you want to get me committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not. Alan? Alan?
Ooh.
Just don't! I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice! God damn it! I knew she wouldn't follow me in the dark. I needed some time alone to think things through. Alice? Alice? Alice! The cabin had gone dark. All the lights were out. Alice, I'm coming! It's all right, I'm coming! What the hell? Alice? Alice?
That spooky lady took her. Really? Okay. Let me see. I've got it all the way up. The game itself, even in my headset, is kind of low. So I don't know what the deal is. It could be an audio issue.
Oh no!
Keep going. Wake up.
Alice? Waking up in the crashed car felt like I had woken from one nightmare and entered another. I couldn't remember how I got there. All I knew was that something terrible had happened to Alice. The phone was dead. I'd have to find help on foot.
Yeet. How did we end up here?
Among Alice's things was a book, The Creator's Dilemma, by a Dr. Emil Hartman. Seeing the book brought back my fight with Alice. I didn't like it, and I didn't like the guy's smug face on the cover either.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the game audio for myself is fairly low. Like, I've got my headphones cranked up as loud as I can. I've got the game audio. I don't know. Maybe it was an issue with the
was my best bet.
transfer
They'd have a
to
phone I could
HD.
use. It looked like a long hike through the forest to get there.
Do I have a flashlight? Bye-bye! Nope! I see. That help any? I increased the Elgato's audio. How about now? Is that better? For some reason my microphone audio got increased way too much. I don't know, OBS has been acting funky.
Hello?
Hello? Is someone there? The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure. That was the name I planned to use for the next novel I had never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. In the scene on the page, the hero was attacked by an axe murderer in the woods at night.
Interesting.
Departure by Alan Wake. The man turned to face me. His face was covered in shadows. It was hard to make him out in the darkness of the forest that surrounded us, but the axe he lifted was plain to see. It glistened with the blood of his victim. He grinned madly. The shadows were alive, distorting his features. It was a scene from a nightmare, but I was awake.
So it didn't help at all? It's fun. I mean, that's also true. I'm very loud. I don't know. We can mess with it later. I'm just gonna play. I'm tired of messing with it being a pain in the ass. I just want to play my game.
Anybody there? Please, I've been in an accident.
The lights up ahead were a good sign. Maybe I wouldn't have to hike all the way down to the gas station to find a phone.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go to the gas station.
Anybody there? Please,
I just
I've been
can't
in an
win.
accident.
I just can't win. Is that any better? There we go. That's the audio I had it up before. I got an idea. Let me crank that up, see how that does. I don't even have my flashlight.
Hey! Hey, you!
Phil!
There's been an accident. I need help. Listen,
Deposit.
I need to...
Premium cabins for rent in
Nightfall!
Oh, hell.
Carl Stuckey.
Pleased
To meet you. Non-refundable
reservation
deposit required. Fair and square. Fair and
where
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. It was bleeding shadows like ink underwater, like a cloud of blood from a shark bite. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
Oh. Damn it, stop doing that.
You were looking right at me.
No, I was
Detestably fall.
I had to figure a way out of this. Any second now, and Stucky would be knocking on the door with his axe like Nicholson in The Shining.
Yay, I got my flashlight. Ha! They're no longer Energizer.
I wasn't about to open the door, as long as I was liable to catch an axe with my forehead.
Your record. Trying walking. It's the latest thing. Incontestably proven health benefits. Let you kill two birds with one stone. You can see the sights and keep those cholesterol levels
Yes.
down.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station. How may I help?
Hello?
This is bad. There were more of them.
I died. Boo. Ah! Why did I get hurt? Focus on what?
The bulldozer had gone over the cliff with the office. I hoped Stucky had suffered the same fate, but I wasn't planning on staying to find out. There were more of them. My head pounded with a concussion. I'd never fired a gun outside a shooting range, and now I just killed someone. Or something. There were no bodies. They just disappeared. If I was dreaming, it felt real enough to make me sick. The dark forest was the last place I wanted to go, but I had no choice. I had to get to the gas station. Eerie hand-painted graffiti was revealed by my flashlight. Someone had hidden a chest of supplies near it.
Oh, that's neat. I didn't even notice. Oh shit, I could have done that. Well, that's dumb. Alright, let's see.
It's rabbit season.
Barry's like crazy quick in this. Anything here?
Rose knew she had been gushing, but right now she didn't care. As far as she was concerned, her brief meeting with Alan Wake was literally the high point of her life. She watched as he got in the car with his wife. She was pretty, confident, at ease with Wake. Not like Rose. They were perfect for each other. She'd have given anything to be called their friend.
Let's see.
What the hell was that?
It was a spook! Let's...
When I saw the river below, something uncoiled itself inside my head. I realized that I'd have to find a way across. I didn't even want to look at the water. Stucky was still out there, in the dark, stalking me. Barry Wheeler was bouncing off the walls. He jumped on a plane after his calls were ignored by both Al and Alice for several days. It could mean that they were both on a second honeymoon, but Barry didn't buy it. Al had been way too unstable for that, not sleeping, messed up. Barry had years of experience dealing with Alan Wake, and he couldn't ignore it. Something was wrong.
Can't make that.
Taken. They're taken.
I have all the things now. Let's see. Yeah. Come on, Mr. Wake. Oh shit, I have 14 batteries. Hell yeah.
The staircase was broken. I had to make my way up some other way.
Good, there's a thingy of cans.
I couldn't stay here. There had to be a way to get up there.
Shut up. What is that? Okay.
I heard them before I saw them, swooping down from the sky and screeching as they came. I spun around just as the cloud was upon me. For an instant, I stared into 100 dead eyes, black pearls glittering in the darkness. I raised the flashlight and the swarm exploded like fireworks. Feathers burned, turned into ash. I couldn't hear my scream above theirs.
Do I not get any shells? No shells. Hey, thermos. I was looking for you. Let's see what you do.
I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, take a moment. Step outside for a spell and breathe in deep. The weather is absolutely still. The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the studio. Makes an old man like me wish I could just roam wild. But here I am, and it would keep you company all night long if I weren't. It looks like I'm not the only one staying up late. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, Pat, it's Maurice Horton.
Hello, Maurice. What are you up to?
Well, I was just taking Toby on his walkies.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there?
Sure, but Pat, the reason I called is that Toby heard something rustling in the undergrowth and took off after it, and I couldn't find it.
Probably a rabbit.
Sure. Toby loves rabbits.
Well, sure.
Anyway, I figured that, if anyone runs into Toby, they could grab him. My number's on his collar.
And Toby's a friendly dog?
Oh, Toby loves people. Usually he comes back, but we were pretty far from home, and it sounds like he went pretty wild there. Great dog, but he's just too tough for his own good.
Well, Maurice, it's out there now. Hope Toby comes home soon.
Yeah, thanks, Pat.
You have a good night now.
At first, I kept finding the pages as if by accident. The book I couldn't remember was either a terrible and true prophecy or an act of creation that had rewritten the world. I began to hunt the pages feverishly, for they held the answer to the mystery. With it, I could save myself. With it, I could save Alice.
Or could you?
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no corns. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Okay. Shit. Float like a butterfly? You hit with style. I suck. This combat's definitely gonna take some getting used to. Oh, no you don't. No sir. Shit. Ah, damn it. I was trying to start the generator. Oh man, it started me all the way back here. That's
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around, the sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. To your listeners, no. I'm a night owl, and it's on nights like this I wish I wasn't cooped up in the sun.
At first, I kept finding the pages.
Okay. Let's see. Did I find a thermos? I don't remember.
Oh, isn't it beautiful out there? And Toby's a friendly dog?
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no curves. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Where are they at? How did I not dodge that? Okay. Only got one shot left. Flare gun it is. Pistol, actually. Whoa! Nope, flare gun. I hear one of them. At least I think it. See what I did? How did that? Shit. I couldn't move. That's some bullshit. I'm gonna go use the restroom on that note. Be right back. Let's see how this goes.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds by now, but if you're still up and around...
Your mom's still up and
The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is quietly breathing along with you. As you listeners know, I'm a night owl.
At first, I kept finding the page.
Good. Alright, round 47.
The gas station was closer now, its light welcoming in the darkness.
I'm getting hungry.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state. Belly Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
There's no light to run into.
Well, I was just outside for a breath of fresh air, and what a night. I know most of you are probably in your beds.
No, I was doing fine with the pistol.
The weather's absolutely still.
I got
The sky is crystal clear. It's like the forest is.
Good for your dog, Toby. God, the dog's name is Toby.
At first, I kept finding the pages.
So that just brings up that. Okay. So you found like all the things. Alright.
The gas station was
Hey,
closer now, its light
thermos.
welcoming in the darkness.
Paul makes the best dogs in the state.
Did I get that one?
Burster is the best with no contest. Monster Dog is second best. The famous dog is...
Alright. Ah, shit, wrong button. Ah! Save Babel. Yeah, if I can get it started. That was fun.
I stepped into the gas station's garage. It was dark and quiet. The place was a mess. It looked like someone trashed the place or that there'd been some kind of fight. Light spilled into the room through an open door at the back, and I made my way toward it. Without any warning, I was blinded by a bright light. An old portable TV on the shelf had come alive by itself. Impossibly, I could see myself on the screen, talking like a madman.
Oh, this is what I was talking about.
Fruit salad, no. A man like me needs a frosty meal. That's for the day.
Okay. Salads are good. Aye.
Science. It bestows immortality on those who advance it to elevate all of mankind. Newton, Einstein, Sagan, princes among men. But the price for such a legacy is steep indeed. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a quantum suicide. If our lives are already written, it would take a courageous man to change the script. Having called a press conference, Dr. Barclay Colvin is about to demonstrate that very courage.
Ladies and gentlemen of the press, I am Dr. Barclay Colvin, and I'm glad so many of you could join me here at the Moorcock Institute. Tonight, I'm going to give a practical demonstration of the many worlds interpretation. As you can see, this is a loaded 9mm pistol. It shall be part of a thought experiment. And now, a real experiment. Known as a quantum suicide.
Did he say suicide? Is that a real gun? He's kidding, right?
Please, please, stay calm. There is no risk. Observe what occurs when I place the weapon against my own forehead. Now, you might think this round is merely a dud. Not so. Observe the flower pot.
This is interesting.
And yet, I myself cannot be harmed with this gun. With each pull of the trigger, 2 new realities branch off. One in which the weapon didn't fire, and one where it did. With my machine here, I have ensured that this reality is always the former. I have bestowed upon myself quantum immortality. Under no circumstances can this gun kill me.
So wait. What you're saying is that every time you pull the trigger, in another reality, you die?
Yes, of course, but that's completely trivial. There's an infinite number of things that could happen at any moment, and they always do happen somewhere.
Oh.
The point is, this one thing did not happen here.
You're insane, Colvin.
Insane? Insane?
Hey, was this thing supposed to be plugged in? I stumbled on it.
You fools! Gaze upon quantum immortality.
Poor Dr. Colvin, felled by his own hubris or the ignorance of the masses. Perhaps he should have left the crate unopened, the decaying atom unobserved. Curiosity often kills the cat. In Night Springs.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? She asked. The sheriff looked at me suspiciously. The early morning light flooded through the office windows. I would probably never have gotten out of the woods alive without her help. But I couldn't tell her the truth of what I'd faced the previous night. She'd think I was lying or crazy. She'd lock me up, and she wouldn't help me find Alice.
There he is.
Too cool! Dropping tools! Bounce! Is it easy and fatal?
Mistake don't make.
Nordic walking. Unlike Stucky, you're doing benefits namely.
Stucky's body vanished, leaving behind only a lifetime of nightmares to come, assuming I'd reach the lights of the gas station alive.
Regret and batteries. You never know. There's a shitload of revolver ammo there.
I recognized the parade float I had seen in Bright Falls when I first arrived with Alice. After the insanity I had just experienced in the darkness, the lights of the gas station felt comforting. At least for a moment, the sane world reasserted itself.
Or did it? Oh, cool. I got all the pages except for the nightmares.
Stucky spat on the garage floor and tried to shake the cobwebs from his head. Ever since the couple never showed to pick up the keys, things had been fuzzy. Something, a feeling, caught his attention. Stucky looked up and stared as his brain tried in vain to process the horror before him. He stumbled back, knocking over a can of oil. A black pool spread across the floor while he struggled for a brief moment, then let go as the unrelenting darkness engulfed him. The Deer Fest had been 2 weeks away when we arrived. If the day count on the banner was right, I was missing a whole week between the night we got here and now.
Okay, good. Saw thermos, let me get it. Hey! That's like what gas prices are now. I get it.
The garage was a mess. It looked like someone had trashed the place, or that there'd been some kind of fight. All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room. I'll reach her, I'll fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will come true. If I stop, she's lost. I don't believe this. It'd been me on the TV, talking crazy. Was I losing my mind?
Maybe. Deer Fest, 15th and 18th, raffle, fishing. Propane. Oh, there's the phone.
Bright Falls Sheriff Station.
Oh, thank God, Sheriff.
Sheriff Sarah Breaker. You are...
I'm Alan Wake, but listen, I was in a car crash. My wife, Alice, she's missing.
Calm down, Mr. Wake.
We were staying in a cabin on the island, on Cauldron Lake.
There's no island on Cauldron Lake, not since the big eruption in the 70s.
Please, I can take you there, okay?
You look like you've taken a pretty bad knock to the head. Are you okay?
No.
Listen.
We'll figure this out. Please get in the car. We'll swing by the lake and then we'll go to the station, okay? Mr. Wake, have you seen Stucky, the guy who owns this place?
I realized I couldn't tell her what had happened in the forest. She wouldn't have believed me. And then she wouldn't have helped me with Alice.
Yes, I have seen Stucky.
on Ellen Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at, but the cabin had disappeared.
Dum, 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 dum. Chicken. Here's it.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
No. Oh wow. CC.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
I don't want. Alright, we're gonna do.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Oh, really?
Well, you seemed to think so last night.
Let's take a look at this. Solve Casey. Things that I want. Now it's Casey. I can't forget. Return to sender. Hey, those guns look like Max Payne.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will have...
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me.
That's my boy Max
This
Payne.
was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
been over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay. Hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Ooh, that really hasn't aged well. Present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Alrighty, I think on that note, we will do episode 2 tomorrow. Alright, minus the technical difficulties. Had a good time. Take it easy, friendos. Keep being awesome. I'll see you next time.